Hey guys, CommodorePET here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today, this guy's a shift glitch. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a little bit, and it's basically about the sad state of a lot of Jartex's biggest game modes. This guy's still stuck on the shift glitch. Look at this guy. That's actually kind of funny. I love this glitch. But it's kind of an advantage for the player because, you know, you have a smaller hitbox. But anyways, you know, I want to talk about the sad state of practice, Skywars, Bedwars, and definitely the bridge, and what Jartex could do to really bring back these game modes, you know? So I want to start off with the game mode I'm playing right now for this video, which is practice. The reason I decided to play practice today was just because I felt like it was the best for just talking about this topic. You know, just being able to, like, have some PvP content and, you know, just being able to talk, right? So, pretty much, with practice has been going on for a while, and the main problem with it is that players basically just... Like, everybody's been playing practice for so long. I have 2,000-something wins. I have a 70 KD. It just needs a reset. Like, I remember when, you know, practice did it, one of the resets, and everybody was online. It was really fun. It was getting, like, over 100-some-odd players. Like, everything was going nice, fine, and dandy. And nowadays, we're in the situation where, essentially, like, nobody's really playing practice. You know, I log on, and it used to be like 100-and-something players, and now it's like, seems like nobody. Like, maximum, I would say, like, 60 players, maybe 80. Maybe 80 is, like, the max I've seen, right? Like, 80 is, like, wow, that's, like, a decent amount of players. And, you know, I just feel like we need some sort of reset. We need new stats and new game modes, right? Like, we need, like, what is it, boxing, battle rush, you know, like, game modes like that. Game modes that are, like, really popular on other big practice servers. That's what we need. Because right now, we're really suffering. Oh, lag. Right now, we are really suffering with practice game modes because we're stuck in, like, the old times. You know, a lot of the practice game modes that we have are very, very bare bones. Right, you have build, you have no debuff. Like, just look at this. Look, no debuff, gapple, build, combo. You know, all of these are very, 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 like, bare bones game modes, like classics. Right, but, you know, imagine if we had, like, boxing and battle rush and Bedwars 1v1s, maybe Skywars 1v1s. Something like that would be very cool to add, but, you know, we need a practice reset for that. And even with a practice reset, I feel like we need things like tournament mode, where, you know, random tournaments start, and it could be, like, no debuff, or it could be gapple, or it could be whatever. Why is my hit not registering? It could be, like, whatever, and, you know, it would just randomly start, and we don't have to rely on donators or begging people who have really high ranks to host a tournament. You know, the server would just host it itself, and this guy's really lost. This guy is extremely lost right now. Look at this guy. But, like, you understand what I'm saying, right? You know, imagine. This poor guy. I feel so bad. It's his first day on the game or something. I don't know. I'm just one CPSing him right now. He's not even looking at me. Like, okay. Right. Okay. It actually reminds me of another video I wanted to do, where I basically just, like, join into a match and just, like, run around people and see if they can actually hit me. But anyways, back to my topic. Let's move on to something else. Let's move on to the bridge, because I pretty much said all I wanted to say about practice. We need a reset. And also on Pika Network, I'm gonna throw this out there, they need a reset as well. Okay? Swerving, if you're watching this video, I'm vouching for you, man. Pika needs a reset, because I'm like, it's crazy. Both of them need a reset. Everybody needs new stats, new kits, new everything. Okay, anyways, on to the bridge. The bridge on Jartex needs to be revamped. It needs to change. It barely gets enough players to start a game now. I'm, like, in the middle of the day, when Skywars is getting, like, 150 players, Bedwars is getting, what, like, 500, 600. The bridge is getting, like, 50 players. I'm sorry if you're a bridge player, but that game mode has been dying, and the reason why is because it's not the bridge that we think of. It's essentially just destroy the core, but worse. It's that game mode, but a lot slower, and I feel like it just needs to go. I need to change it and make it like the bridge that we know and love, like the one on Hypixel, or the one you can play on Mineman Club, right? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it'd be really cool to have that as the bridge game mode. But just because the bridge isn't doing well, and I think it should change, doesn't mean they're going to do that. And if they don't completely change it, I feel like the way to revive the bridge would essentially be to just, like, have something, some sort of update or something that changes it to make it a little bit faster. Because I've played it, and honestly, it was just slow. Like, I would play for 15 minutes, and I'm like, everybody's camping in the bridge, and they're just, like, sitting there, and you kill one guy, you're super low on health, and you die by the next. And it was just so boring, you know what I mean? Like, I was sitting there bored the entire time, and it was just, like, I felt that there was no incentive for me to really play this game mode, because I can get more XP somewhere else playing Skywars or Bedwars, right? And, like, I can do it a lot faster, and it's a lot more fun of a game mode. And I just feel like changing it to just the regular bridge we know and love would be just the best option. Like, if I had to, like, actually put up, like, an option, I feel like that would be the best. You know what I mean? Oh, this guy's actually decent. Okay, straight line him into a wall. Nice. Okay, this is going to be a little bit tough to talk and concentrate fighting this guy. Okay, come on, buddy. I want to get him away from these wall things. There we go. But my next thing I want to talk about is... Oh my god, he's lagging. Holy crap, he just, like, had a big ping spike. The next thing I want to talk about, definitely, is Skywars. Now, Skywars is my main game mode, as you all know, and I love it. You know, I love Skywars, it's so much fun, and I want it to succeed, but right now we're in the problem where we haven't really seen an update for it. And that's been really killing Skywars and its momentum. Oh my god, what's with this lag? What is happening? You know, Skywars hasn't had an update, and it's really been killing its momentum. You know, because I feel like Skywars is a game mode that has a lot of potential to really be as good as it was like 2 years ago or so. But we're really not seeing that because Jartex just hasn't updated it in like over a year. And we know that this can be a really big problem. Because when game modes don't get updates, this guy gonna... Okay, he didn't put his pants or chest plate on. Interesting, okay. But like... we haven't seen a giant update in a while, like a whole new whatever. We haven't seen that. You know what I mean? We really have not seen a new Skywars anything in a while. Like, we've seen maps, you know, here and there. Like, they just added that one new, like, ocean-looking map. But that map just, it kind of sucks, and it's not enough to keep players coming back and playing the game. What does this guy say? Bro, CommodorePET, my man, hit me first every single time. WTF. I don't know how to respond to that. Does he think I'm cheating, or am I just... I don't know. I kind of did get the first hit every time, but I don't know how to respond to that. But, like, imagine if we got a Skywars update, right? Imagine. A Skywars update that's, like, insane, you know, a whole bunch of new everything. It's really nice, right? We have a whole, like, set of new maps, a whole set of new custom items. You know what I mean? Something that would be, like, really worth coming back and playing, because I feel like that's what we're missing here in Skywars. You know, we're really missing that, oh my god, I missed the rod. Are you kidding? I suck. Okay, now he's dead. We're really missing that in Skywars. We're missing, like, some new consistent updates. Like, if I go to Hypixel right now, there's so many different maps. There's so many different things. And overall, it's like, what, what are we supposed to do? I'm trying to create content for Skywars, but I can't do it because there's not much to create content on. I try to do my tips and tricks because that really is what seems to work, but views for Skywars have really been down, and I think that's mainly because there's not been an update. There's not been something that's really like gravitated players towards that Skywars game mode. And I feel like we don't need a reset like we need for practice, but we need just a whole big new update, a whole set of new maps, a whole set of new custom items. And if we do that, Skywars will 100% be popping again. And I feel like even for Bedwars, which is the last thing I really want to talk about, Bedwars, you know, is in the same boat as Skywars, hasn't gotten an update in forever, and I feel like that's just what causes a whole ton of problems, because, you know, we're sitting here and we're trying to, you know, create content, especially for me in Skywars, but I know for Bedwars players, right, you know, we're trying to create content, and how are we supposed to do that if there's no constant updates? You know, and we've seen the player counts go down on Jartex, and that's mainly because I think all around the board there hasn't been much updates. But then it's kind of weird because you look and you see that, oh, Bedwars hasn't been updated in a while, Skywars hasn't been updated in a while, but then you see, like, on the website and on the Discord, and, you know, maybe you get an email or whatever, that Factions is getting its 1000th reset, Skyblock is getting its 1000th reset. Where is a practice reset? Practice should be resetting almost as much as Factions is. Like every 2 months or so, or even every month, reset practice. You know what I mean? Just keep it fresh. Add new kits. Add new custom things. Imagine if there was custom, like, particles you would get for getting a certain rank, or custom whatever for getting a certain kills, or a certain amount of deaths even. I don't know. Just something, you know, an incentive, or practice related to, you know, the entire server level. But I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but you understand what I'm saying for all these game modes is we need constant updates. We need something new. Because I really feel like right now, we're at a low point in terms of Jartex content. You know, a lot of Bedwars YouTubers, the only thing that's really popping on Jartex Bedwars is the ASMR stuff. And, you know, I'm starting to gravitate a little bit more to Jartex Bedwars, so I feel like that'll really help me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And overall really help me just as a YouTuber on Jartex. And, you know, I'm also thinking of doing some Pika stuff as well, because I feel like incorporating both servers would be good, but both servers are really suffering from the same problem of just lack of updates, and, you know, a lot of people are quitting and not coming back, and views are down overall. And if you look at Team Skywars, right, Team Skywars doesn't really have any players. It's kind of sad to see, because the server 2 years ago or so was really popping. You know, it had double the player count that it does now, and it's kind of sad to see that the server is starting to die, but I don't think that it needs to. I think just a couple of things and the server would be getting as many players as they did 2 years ago, even more, just with big updates to its main game modes, instead of resetting Factions for the millionth time, you know? And I feel like, you know, incorporating every single game mode to server levels and having quests for every single game mode would just make the server so much better, and basically create a community of people and allow people to play whatever they want and not feel isolated. Now, I know I kind of went on a tangent in this video, but this is really just, it's been on my mind of what is wrong with the server and why views are down on YouTube, why player counts are down, and I just wanted to say it all in one video. Just, we need big updates. We need resets for practice. We need new custom items for Skywars, new kits Skywars, new talents for Skywars. You know, we need something new on Jartex, and any one of my videos where I put new in the title for Jartex always seems to pop off, because people are craving new items, even if it's not something that's actually new. If I was just create something that, hey, this would be a cool new item to add, you know, it would just be, it just pops off, and it's so well, and we all know that we're craving new content. You know, we all want that. And I really hope that Jartex can deliver, as well as on Pika, because I know they're kind of in the same boat, especially for practice, because I play Pika practice from time to time, and it's in the same boat as Jartex. It needs a reset, and hopefully something like that will happen soon. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I haven't been really playing that many games, and that's because Jartex practice is kind of dead right now, because it's pretty late at night. But I'm intrigued to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. Do you think a big Skywars update, or a Bedwars update, or a practice reset would help rejuvenate the server? Do you think connecting every single game mode together would be good? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe if you have your own ideas on how you would change the server or help the server, because maybe somebody from Jartex is watching this video and they're listening to the community and actually looking to expand the server itself. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye, and have a great day.